This is the 8th lesson in my advanced tutorial for CELPIP writing task 1. And we've previously looked at the prompt, the outline, the salutation, the opening paragraph, the background, the function paragraphs and topic sentences, and the closing. And today we're going to look at the last part, which is called the leave taking. And what the leave taking is an expression that appears before the signature. And these leave-taking expressions are fixed expressions. They're usually very short and they're easy to memorize. So we're going to review some common ones, and you can choose the best one on the day of your exam. So if you're dealing with a formal letter, your leave taking can be an expression such as sincerely or faithfully. Now, what is the difference between sincerely and faithfully? You might already know this. We use sincerely when the recipient is known. So if you've opened your letter with a salutation like Dear Mr. Smith or Dear John Doe, then you can use sincerely as your leave taking. However, if the recipient is unknown, and if you've used an expression such as Dear Sir or Madam, then in that case, you're going to use something like faithfully. Now, you can say faithfully, or you could say yours faithfully. The same thing can be said about sincerely. So it's possible to say sincerely or yours sincerely. They are both acceptable forms. Other expressions that could be used as formal leave-taking expressions are regards or best regards. Notice that I'm always using a comma after my leave-taking expressions. What about semi-formal letters? So imagine you're writing a letter which is not very formal, but then at the same time, you're not exactly writing to your buddy either. So what are some expressions that are kind of in between? Well, in that case, you could use expressions like best wishes or all the best. Both of these are very useful expressions that could be used in semi-formal situations. Finally, if you find yourself writing an informal letter, like something you would write to your mom or dad, you could use expressions such as love or kisses. So these are acceptable expressions mostly for informal letters. So let's review this very quickly. For formal letters, you could use expressions such as sincerely, faithfully, yours sincerely, regards, and best regards. For semi-formal letters, you could use expressions such as best wishes and all the best. And if you're writing an informal letter, you could use an expression such as love or kisses. They're both acceptable. Okay, what about the signature? How are we supposed to sign off? Well, the signature is pretty easy. It's not really a signature. All you have to do is write your name. But what you need to remember is that if you're writing a formal or a semi-formal letter, you might want to end by writing both your first and your last name. So you want to go with John Doe, which is your full name. But if you're writing an informal letter to a friend, a family member, then you would probably sign off just by writing your first name. All right, guys, that's it for the leave taking and signature. Take a look at the prompt that you could see on the screen here and let me know, what do you think is the best leave taking expression for this particular topic? We've now covered the structure of the typical letter, and we've examined all the different components one by one. In the next part of this course, we're going to review some language boosters and expressions that can really bump up your score. and we'll be reviewing some examples together in which you will be able to see how I'm using these structures, templates, and language boosters in action. In these lessons, I'll be asking you to write sample letters of your own based on provided prompts, and you can compare your work with my samples in order to see where you might be going wrong and learn some new things along the way. Good luck with your exam.